It was around that time that Google Notebook LM was released. So I don't know if any of the audience is familiar, but basically what it can do for your lectures, and it's been advertised heavily, is to take your lecture notes and be able to turn it into a podcast, which again, some students do find some value in that. And I think there can be value if you're one of those that students that don't want to just look at images or books. So I experimented with this and I sent it to my class, the recording of the 2 podcasts, male and female. It assigns a male and female role to the narrative of your lecture notes.
Let's play a little clip of the podcast, and then on the other end, kind of tell me some of the problems you noticed with it.
Today, stem cells, cloning, even bringing back extinct species.
Sounds like an ambitious deep dive.
You gave us a bunch of cool stuff to work with.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see where this takes us. What I find most fascinating is how these topics all come together. Like they're all centered around this concept of what cells can actually do.
As you may have noticed, the male or lower voice was the one relaying most of the information to the listener, while the female or the higher pitched voice was more there to ask clarifying questions. And often this female voice would say, "Wow, I really didn't know that," or "Oh, this is new to me," or "What is that?" And in earlier days, it would also mispronounce things more often, whereas the male or the other voice you can hear is always dominating the conversation. So that was just Google Notebook LM. And there's another example with other AI tools that then I later said, well, let's look at other AI tools. Maybe this is just Google LM's training. There was Play AI, which you can share the clip with the audience.
I appreciate you clicking on my voice.
Hey, how are you doing today? If you have some free time, I'd love to grab a...
Hey everyone, welcome back to Potent Conversations. So glad you're tuning in today. For those joining us for the first time, I'm Calvin, your friendly neighborhood science enthusiast.
And I'm Aaliyah, your go-to cell biologist with a passion for all things tiny and amazing.
Aaliyah, you've been teasing me all week about today's topic. Spill the beans.
So this one actually, because as soon as I posted this on my social platforms, people were saying, well, no, this might just be a Google LM issue. Let's try. Have you tried Play AM? It's much better. So we tried that, and then instantly Play AI, as soon as you can assign a male or a female character. Sometimes I think it also allows you to do a gender neutral character. The roles would split. The roles would switch in the middle of the conversation. So if you wanted your leading character to be female, it would then later switch to a male sounding voice, as you can see in the video that I sent you. Actually, I need to correct myself. I don't think there was a gender neutral voice there when I experimented with it. The gender neutral voice I was referring to was then later OpenAI had a gender neutral voice for the 4.0 version. But yeah, back to the podcast issue, this was very concerning. And again, this was through experiments we did with students to look at it critically and realize all the biases.
Hey detoxers. Thanks for tuning in. You can find Disinfo Detox on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share. Every click helps grow the community and keeps those tech overlords happy. Detox complete.